Shout out to the God Turk, Supreme Clientele Radio. Diablo, SR the General, full blast the beat God. Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs, Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs. Shout out the 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 Graff Champs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tune in to Graff Champs. We appreciate the love and support for all the Graff Camps. The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it from the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways catching wreck. SR the General, he be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account, Supreme Clientele Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the stage. Moment of silence, let us remember those. Peace. Whether they family or they will friend the foe. Hate them or love them, let's show them some respect. Major contribution in hip-hop, Graff Champs to the death. Ready and willing, never scared to fry. Never. Chancing the odds of getting up, prepared to rise. Super talented vandals, never scared to die. Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the live, share the live. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope from the start up to the end. To the end. Let's show him love and call it glory time. Repost his post on your post, share his post up on your storyline. We Graff Champs. We out.
Here we go. Doms KOC in the building, bro. New York's own legendary Manhattan representative. Yo, my nigga Rav is right there. He's like all hype and shit. You heard, Doms?
Yo, peace. Peace, Rav.
What up? Yo, so you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. So before anything, bro, we just the reason that we here is to salute you, your creativity, the work that you put into the streets, the dedication, decade after decade, the destroying that you did. You heard? So we're here to salute that, my nigga. So this is how it usually goes. The fans wants to know from the beginning, what got you into graffiti?
I was always drawing since I was a kid, but my mom used to take me to school. I was just real interested on getting on the trains. It was always Graff on the trains on the way to school in Brooklyn. Coming from Brooklyn, so but then like the building I used to play in, the building I lived at, the playground at the end was like a train ditch. It was like a ditch where they had trains laid up there. So I used to see writers at a young age writing on the trains. I was like saying to myself, like, they gonna get in trouble. Like, why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? So I was just already like exposed to some crazy shit from young. I guess I just stuck with me, seeing it every day going to school. Seeing it while I was playing, something like that. Catching writers in the act, older writers.
So what part of Brooklyn did you come up in?
I came up from Coney Island. Born in like Bed-Stuy, then we moved to Coney Island, then we moved to East Flatbush, then we moved to Crown Heights. And then from there, I moved uptown.
All right. So when was the first time when you was like, yo, I'm going to try this shit? Like that you picked up a can and really like went for it. Did you like ride on trains before?
Well, no. Well, when I first experimented with it was really just Marcus. But then my pops, like under the sink, he had spray cans. So he sent me to the store for a lot of shit all the time. So I was like steal one of his cans and take it with me and write whatever I was writing some stupid shit like Spec or something back in the day. I was trying to steal. So I would steal his cans and go to the store, see if I could sneak a little write something through there. That's where it started from, stealing spray cans from under my pop sink.
So how did you get your tag?
That's simple. That was just the best letters I could do at the moment. It wasn't no careful thought out plan.
Oh, words and practicing letters, and that's just what you came up with?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like the easiest letters for me at the time was a D, a O, and an M. So for people that my tag is not Doms, my tag is Dom, D-O-M, really. You know, but the S came later. So basically, that was, like I said, the best shit I could do at the moment.
Wow, that's crazy. So then so when you started writing Doms, you was just for Dolo?
Yeah, when I figured out the Dom joint, I had already met other writers and shit, and I had trying to figure out a better tag because the tag I wanted to write, I found out somebody had it. So I had to make up something else, you know. Later on, the S came in as like just like how people write one or write ski. That was where the S came at, like just like the style purposes and shit like that, or make it look good or whatever.
True. But so who you started writing with though? Like who? Like you first went bombing, you went by yourself. Like who did you go with?
I went with AI1. You know, I did a couple bombs with ZE. Like that was when those was kind of one of my first. You know, more like Zeus AFA bars. Yeah, like even STEM was like one of my day ones. Coming up, you know, I had this dude named Tack. He don't write no more, but that was one of my partners. And then Joker was one of my partners when I was first coming up.
So what years was this? Like when you started like really writing, like taking it serious?
From 86, from like 86 to like 88 was like trial and error. It was like me trying to figure out what name I was going to do and how I was going to do it and shit like that, and trying to figure shit out. But then like Bob, I like right on his way until like 88, like I caught it. I already figured it out. I already had like a good idea. And then I was already bombing. I had a lot of writers I fucked with back then. It was I even was like Drone, DRONE. I remember he helped me with my first throw up. Drone TDK. He helped me with my first throw up and shit like that. So,
wow, that's crazy. Dro helped you with your first throw up.
Yeah, and we ended up having beef later on. Word up. But you gotta give credit where it's due. He helped me out with my first throw up.
All right, so now when the 90s start and shit, is like a new wave of, everybody that was, like you said, trial and error in the mid to late 80s. Now they figured it out, and now niggas is killing shit. Tell me about the 90s, bro. How did you feel about the 90s first starting? So much competition.
Now it gets interesting. Now it gets interesting because now I moved from I end up moving from high school from Brooklyn and going to, I end up moving from like Wingate to Washington Irving, right? And then Washington Irving had an art major program and shit like that. Then I also ended up moving from Brooklyn to Harlem. Then there was a whole another situation, class of writers with like Ray Dogs and Sleepy and Deep Smooth and Joe Knott and Blown and Crud and Jane, Melly, and it was, so it was like, now I knew these writers in Brooklyn, and then I just met all these writers uptown. So now I'm going to school in Manhattan, I'm going to Washington Irving, now I'm in the art major shit, so on the 7th floor, you could do your own mural. So it's like, it kind of came together. It kind of bugged out. It came together because it was like a melting pot. from all the boroughs. It was like all the boroughs was going to Irving. Everybody was meeting. That's where I met. That's where I met Hops at. That's where I met F Boom. You know what I'm saying? I met Stem and Wingate. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I met a lot of the brothers that I still fuck with today. That's where I met them at, like between Wingate, John Dewey, Arlington, Irving, my 3 different high schools. I met DE and John Dewey. You know, rushing on them while I was in John Dewey. Coney Island writers. Then I met the other side of Brooklyn writers in Wingate. Then I met the Harlem, Manhattan writers in Irving when I moved to Harlem. So this is what, like, that's how ZE ended up becoming the vice president of my crew, because we met in Brooklyn. Then when I moved uptown, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna run this shit uptown and you run this shit in Brooklyn. So yeah, put down writers out there. I, putting more down writers out here. That's how KOC became big. And it was like, yeah, like all the Brooklyn dope writers like Taz, they, all dope ass writers like Daz and shit like that. It came together.
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified that up, because there was always like a confusion about that, because niggas seen like Doms KOC and then they would see like Rush or ZE KOC and they thought it was like 2 different crews and shit.
No, it definitely was the same crew. ZE was the whole plan with ZE was my vice president. The Rush dude, he was always down from day 1 too with us, but he didn't have power to just put people down without saying anything or letting anybody know. For me to run into writers that's down with my shit and not even know who they are. So that ended up becoming a situation where we had to talk about it.
Yeah, but regardless,
he definitely was
very big because it was a lot of heavy artists. You just named a lot of heavy artists. You said Hops, you said F Boom, you said Stem. Those are 3 crazy artists, even besides because you're crazy.
Chem, Fabe, Stout, a lot of good writers, man. But the thing is that it was like at the end of the day, right? Like everybody, it was the welfare building was across the street, and that was a spot. So at nighttime, everybody would go there and do it and blow it up. So that became almost like a Hall of Fame, like right across the street from Washington Irving. Everybody had to have a throw up tag there. Or so like then the Harlem writers like Stan 153, rest in peace Stan 153. I gotta give props to my boy Spawn GNR. They used to do all the garbage trucks and stuff like that. Can't forget about him. So I met these were kind of uptown writers, Vulcan. I met Joe's, Ava, shit like that. So I'm like, it was lit. It was like everybody knew how to bomb. Even when they fucked up, because we got caught taking like scratch tags or some shit, they gave us all community service, right? So they gave us all community service on 145th. Now they made us meet more writers, because there was writers, because Webb and fucking Enter, one of them niggas, they was doing fucking community service on 145th. We was doing community service on 145th. So now we meet these niggas doing community service. Oh yeah, you right. Oh, okay, let's link up later. Now guess what? Now we got rights of passage to Queens. Now we can go bombing in Queens now. You know what I'm saying? So now they want to come bombing uptown. We want to go bombing in Queens. Fair exchange, no robbery.
That's funny. But that's how the Graff world is, bro. It's crazy when niggas connect, like the RFC days. That was like a crew that was neutral when there was everybody from every borough down there. So you meeting everybody and you going everywhere. So it was like it's like a cheat code kind of. Yeah,
like strength in numbers, Like that's dope. That was dope because it was like you had to be a survivor to hang out down there. Yo, you couldn't go down there on no sucker shit because niggas would take your shit. Word up. And you probably get beat up, take your clothes and shit like shit like that. So, but if you was valid, you roll around, have fun, and steal suitcases full of 40s, whole suitcases full of fucking 40s and shit like that. Leather coats and shit like that. Just
the nigga Carl,
terrorizing that shit. Terrorize the village, yo.
Terrorize.
You come to that corner, they asking you for ID straight up. You need ID. They can't, even you trying to go to McDonald's, you can't even go to McDonald's.
That's foul, son. Niggas can't even get a mixed sandwich. Yo, those were the funnest days. I seen the nigga Carl Too Devious. He ran into the store with a luggage and he filled the whole thing up with 40s. It was so heavy that he couldn't even carry it. He dragged it out. Cling, 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 cling. Yeah, nigga, and he came out with it, and fucking the Chinese came out. It was crazy. Niggas was running with 40s. It was cool.
You go in the store 3 or 4 deep, right? 2 of us get into an argument and start a fight with each other, right? So we fake pushing each other around, right? So they think we serious. So while we fucking fake fighting, niggas is killing their whole shit. So just scheme team shit, man. Good times though. Can't do that shit no more. Cameras all over the place. Now you done trying to do that shit now though. Don't try that shit at home.
You be kicking your door down for 40s because you stole right?
Oh boy, you be on the fucking news. You be on the fucking news.
Word. Yo, but the 90s, to me, in my opinion, the 90s is the golden era for us, you know what I'm saying? Our generation and shit. So tell me about the 90s, bro. So now you're skating through. Now people see you on Videograph and it's like, oh, they finally get to see you like in action because I don't know if you younger niggas understand this, but back in the day it wasn't no internet or nothing like that. You couldn't just type a nigga name in and see his whole resume. You know what I'm saying? So Videograph was a very esteemed thing to be a part of. And when you came on, you blew it up to a different level. You literally straight street bomb killed your whole segment. Tell me about that shit.
But before Videograph was even thought of, I was working with this lady named Daniela Kirschenbaum. She was a friend of mine at the door. And that's how I met you.
Daniela.
Yes. The lady Daniela ended up having a good relationship with me and ended up moving to San Francisco. When she moved to San Francisco, since I was airbrushing, she got me a job doing a spray paint class for the Parks Department, which gave me an excuse to get out to San Francisco. So now when I get out there, now I'll go bombing. This is 2 years before Videograph. So when I did that, it was like, I'm doing something that niggas ain't even really doing. Everybody was trying to hit New York like that. And I went all the way to San Francisco and did that shit. So, but you know, if you're a writer, wherever you go, you gotta get your shit up. It's very addictive. So I ended up doing my thing out there. That killed it for me. Then when I came back, had the fever, kept bombing and bombing and bombing. So then when they asked me to do the Videograph, big shout out to Wayne COD, East and AOK, because Wayne told me like he said you don't have to do it, but if you do it, don't let that be what makes you in Graff. You know what I'm saying? So it was like because I was skeptical about it. I was like, I don't really need that shit. So basically, when I did do this shit, I basically like I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna do this video for them. But then I'm just gonna keep going, like it never happened, you know? So I wasn't like mad gassed up that I did a video that I got exposed or I got from fame or nothing like that. I had it in my mind from the OG already. Don't let it go to your head. You know, do the interview with them, do your mission, and then, you know, big shout out to Nick One and cameraman Carl because like cameraman Carl does the camera work, but Nick 1 is the one who watched my back so good that I didn't get run down on by police. He was my eyes and shit for me while I was painting. So, you know, he deserves credit too, because if it wasn't for his good eyes, I would have got caught.
That was a great segment, bro. You don't ever want to watch that shit.
I don't even own the video myself, but I got it. I think I got it somewhere on my Instagram somewhere, but
nigga, that shit is classic, my nigga. Crazy. That shit came out in like what, 9? That shit dropped at like 9.6 or some shit, right?
94, 93 or 92.
Crazy, my nigga. So then, all right, so now, boom, the video graph drops. You was already killing shit. Now, it's the club days and shit. Remember going to the fucking clubs and shit?
But now we hanging out more and more in the Ville, and we going to the arena and stuff like that. Snoop Dogg, like, they Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg album, just like Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg album just came out. Like, so now we in the Ville, now we meeting even more writers because everybody is clicking up in the Ville. And then we all going to Limelight, we go all these different clubs and shit together, rolling mad deep. So, the 90s, that shit was dope. That shit was dope. But it just, everywhere we go, we just kept picking up 5 more, 6 more people. Everywhere we went, 10 more people pull up, 2 more people pull up. Word up. And then every writer, you meet down there. You know what I mean? Like I said, unless you was a sucker and you had to stay away. But that was dope. We meet up in West 4th. We walk all the way from West 4th to 14th Street, like a whole block full of writers. A whole block full of writers. And it's funny, nobody got no picture of that. You know? Rest in peace, Art 911, CA, Ross, AOS, Teddy, Buddha, you know, Foes, Dev, Seeks,
Rest in peace, Near too. KGB, bro.
Rest in peace, Near KGB. That's a fact. Rest in peace, 5 RUF. What up?
So now fucking we're running from clubs to clubs and shit. So I wanted to talk about the first time I ever got arrested in my life. I got sucker punched and beat up and arrested by the cops. And then it's because I was waiting for you to come off the train. We were going bombing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we didn't even get off the runway. I went to meet up with you. I came all the way from Manhattan to meet up with you. I stood over there in front of your crib. I waited for you to come down. You came down with the paint finally. Now we go around the corner. We see a spot. I think you fucking go first. Gone. Like I fucking end up running the other way. You went the other way. Nigga got caught. We didn't even we got like a block away from your crib.
No, you came off the train and I was already beat up and arrested with my brother, remember? Because he was wearing the mask. Do you remember that?
I did forget.
Remember, I told you where I lived at, or you went and you found my crib and you told my mom's, nigga.
Okay, see, I had it backwards. I knew I had it somewhere in there.
Son, that was the first time I ever got arrested in my life, nigga.
That's crazy.
After that shit was a domino effect.
It started it off. This some of the shit that I did though.
Let me check the technique. Yo, niggas don't even know how crazy of an artist this nigga is. Look at that shit. That's a whole room space?
Yeah, it's my people's apartment, like the headquarters. Stacktown Entertainment headquarters. They do music and shit like that. Hip hop and all that.
Fire, nigga. Fire. Since we talking about fire shit, bro, we gotta pick your graffiti brain, my nigga. Who's your top 10 favorite writers of all time, my nigga?
Oh. I fuck with Stem definitely. John,
Wait, hold on, my pen. I gotta write it down. Hold on. All right, you said Stem. Oh, shit. I gotta put this shit in my book. Stem. Who else?
It's like I fuck with Stem. Definitely JOZ, Jaws one.
Rest in peace.
Spider TOP. Spider TOP. Dan 153.
153. Right. That's 4. You got 6 more. If you even have 6.
Doms KOC, one of them. Nah. I don't count now. Fuck with you.
Jaws has the sickest throwy, bro. Jaws is fucking straight letter throwy was so crazy, right?
TK TNR. TNR, man.
Right. Salute TK, bro.
One of the best dudes I fucking know that could write mad fucking crazy fucking Zimad, yo. Zimad, yo. Zimad, Z-I-M-A-D. Z-I-M-A-D is Zimad. Nigga stupid nice. Okay, Dondi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more.
VFR, Beefer.
Beefer, salute. Beefer.
Last but not least, last person, near KGB.
Near, rest in peace to God. Wow. You talking about Zim? That kid, the person you said Zim man, who is that?
He fucking he's a writer. We do a lot. He do a lot of canvases now, but when we do walls, he's nasty, crazy.
All right, I gotta check for him. I'm gonna look him up.
Twist, you know, Twist. You could put Twist down too. You know, I'll just go to 11. Twist. Yeah, I'll
Twist.
still right there.
All right, now what about your favorite throwies? Who you think got the best throwies?
Best throwies. SR got a dope throwie. SR. Fucking I like Niso shit. Niso got dope throwies.
Niso.
I like the ZB. The ZB got dope throwies. That's a dope joint.
Ooh, ZB, my nigga. Salute.
Web 113 got a dope throwie. Issue, always official.
113.
My boy, yo. Senna got a dope throwie.
Who? I didn't hear you. Who?
Senna has a dope throwie. You know what? TKA, Catch 5.
Ooh.
They got dope ass throwies too.
And Catch 5?
TKA, Catch 5.
Rest in peace. Ooh, TKA, that was a good one that you pulled out right there too. And Catch 5 and ZB, that was a good one you pulled out too.
ZB got a dope throw too. GNS got a dope throw up. GMF definitely 7, remember it used to be 777? You got a dope dog. He does that shit fucking mad big.
Two more.
Rhino got a dope throw.
Ooh, Rhino. Oh yeah, monstrous throwy salute, Rhino.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay. The last person. Dope. I like that. It's like he has a peace sign. Like he does it. I don't even know exactly the tag, but he got a peace sign next to it.
A peace sign in the store?
Yeah, it's a throw up in his neck. There's like a peace sign right there next to it. Like I think he do. Might be new. Dope. I'll show you a picture of that shit. I'll give you somebody else.
I'll leave that.
Get you somebody else. Oh, I'll do it. My boy News got a dope thrower. NEWS.
News. That's a Queens dude?
He came from Florida. To New York.
So let me ask you this. Fuck that. I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to have to put you on a spot. Because you're a big time uptown representative. You one of them goats. You on the Mount Rushmore up there. Who's the nigga? Who's the top nigga to ever come out of uptown?
The top nigga? For me, I think the best nigga is probably like Dobie and shit. Like the dopest nigga was like Dobie. Dobie was dope. Dobie was that. Top nigga is more.
What? FBI?
Man, it's man. Who? D-O-B-Y. Yeah, he was fucking man. He was everywhere. D-O-B-Y was everywhere. But you had Scan. I don't know if you remember Scanner. Spawn was one of the dopest niggas I ever met. That nigga was killing the whole garbage truck, yo. That was one of the dopest niggas I ever met. I didn't see how you do that shit with the ridges and stuff like that. Till I end up doing the garbage truck for him. That shit is complicated. It's not easy fucking with those ridges.
Yeah, I seen one back in the day that he did that it was like the whole spawn on the side of the garbage truck, and it was like it looked like it was drippy like boogers. It was dope.
Yeah. That nigga spawned like he did. I seen him do like characters, like female characters and shit. Like with like chains on and all of that shit on garbage trucks.
What about
those niggas? And fucking, Case 2. Case 2 is from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget about Case 2. He's a Harlem writer. In Case.
Hell yeah, that's a legend right there.
And Louis 167 had a dope ass throw up too, Lee. Louis 167.
Yeah, I'll put him on the list for you because Louis is one of my favorite writers, period. That nigga right there is the man. Yo, he went on a run, right? Him, Tyke, Rule. They smashed.
Remember that.
What about TD? What do you think about the TD comeback? TD coming back and destroying shit.
I met TD before. He's cool. Like that shit is dope. He's a dope bomber. Everybody, to me, I'm into skills. I'm into tags, throw ups, skills, practice. So I give credit when it's due when it comes to bombing. But I think that nigga's got a lot of fame, so I give them mad credit. But I'm in a different into a different kind of thing. I want to do like shit that look nice, not just one throw up everywhere. I think too many different ways for that. So I want to do big pieces.
I met this nigga. That's why you see. That's what I be telling niggas too. You know, when I do my shit, it doesn't even matter as long as it's just nice and crisp and everything is all nice and even. Just make it look presentable. It'll look hot, my nigga. Niggas just be doing some choppy bullshit. So from the beginning, since I met you, since we was young teenagers, your shit was always crisp. You had nice straight lines. Like you're one of the few niggas that kept to that principle. Like.
I've been on it.
Thank you, man. This, big shout out to airbrushing because outside of Graff, airbrushing it sharpens you up too. Like the more you do it, the better you get, and it depends on you. It depends on how you want to be looked at as a writer. How much practice you get, and how much practice your lines. Like. I go to my roof and I practice lines. I do outlines and practice lines and shit like that. So I was able to do it like it was a throw up, like do straight letters like it was throw up speed. But that just comes from practice. So and me wanting to be known that way, like I wanted to be known as my shit was neat. Because all the writers I know. Everybody is criticizing your shit. Everybody, niggas is gonna tell you this shit looks trash. This shit looks sloppy. Your feeling look black. So when I'm doing my shit, I'm thinking about all that shit in the back of my head. Like nigga would not say that shit about my shit. So you too. You saying the same shit. Like nigga not gonna talk about me.
Trying to keep my shit crisp. You know what I'm saying? Crisp, it'll look presentable and shit. What do you think about the writers today? Like, do you even look at the walls? Do you see anybody killing shit? What do you see?
I give props to my son Funk. The nigga's doing his thing. There's some dope writers that do sprays. Dope. He's killing shit. Save. So, there's a few dope dudes out there. There's my boy is not a new writer. Senna MS Crew. He's not a new writer, but he just be making a comeback and shit like that. So he's been doing a lot lately. So I put him in there. So every niggas are active. KI is active. KI is doing his thing. His boys or his peoples. Dope is active. Kista is active. There's a few. It's just like I got other shit, but I got some. I fuck with some new writers, but niggas is too cocky sometimes. So kind of like say what's up and like keep it moving. I don't try to diss nobody, but I don't got no rap sometimes, man. Niggas don't try to, you be cool with a nigga, then you want to think they can burn you and battle you and all that stupid shit. So before I go that
question I want to ask, do you think the niggas from this day will like survive our era that we came through?
Hell no. Hell no. No internet? No internet? Oh my fucking God, what the fuck are they gonna do? They'll fucking die. They'll fucking die. My goodness, they couldn't just write a tag and then take a picture of it? Oh, nah.
That's why I say when I hear niggas say all the time, yeah, nigga, we outside, that's crazy to me that you have to tell niggas you outside, because if you was outside, niggas would see you outside, nigga.
First of all, the funny thing is that everything is supposed to be on the down low. The type of game we in is supposed to be on the down low. That's why I'm wearing a mask right now. So I'm not promoting where I'm at, exactly what I'm doing at the exact time. I'm not doing that. It's not. So I don't get it. The mentality is fucked up. The mentality is fucked up. Like they saying like they incriminating themselves. They're incriminating themselves, you know? What the fuck? What is that? This little fucking shit right here is getting on my fucking nerves. All right, I fixed it. Niggas, you telling somebody you outside? I'm outside. I'm outside. My moms don't even know. Nope. Like I just snuck out the house for some shit. So I'm playing fucking hooky with school, doing some shit. I'm not promoting that I'm nowhere because I ain't even supposed to be where I'm at. I'm not supposed to be in the train station writing on shit or.
What did I go through? My son, that's why I be like, damn, because my son is 12 years old, right? And I be like, yo, at 12 years old, I was running through the train tunnels already.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's the thing is that already when you have get that experience out the way, don't fear. Like after the first time I ever got arrested for graffiti, that was the most hardest time. After that, I got over it. It was off to the races after that. I wasn't scared no more to write on shit. Word. I had to learn from that.
Yo, so what's good? You don't got any merch that you want to promote? Like, you know, you got your airbrush shit? Are you doing pins, sticker packs? What you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's right now I'm running the airbrush thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing customized canvases and shit like that. I mean, please welcome to chat with me or follow me at Doms on Instagram. My number and my email is there. You could talk to me about a canvas, and if any writer wants a sticker pack, I can make that happen for you. But my sticker packs come with KOC members, so you'll get Dom stickers in there, and you'll get a couple KOC member stickers also. So if you want that, you know, just hit me up on the gram, inquire. I got something happening with Bomb the System with my boy Smoke. I wanted to let all the writers know, go down there. They got good shit down there. That's my boy from NWF. He runs the graffiti store down there on Canal Street. Go down there and check him out on Dom Century. We're gonna do a little event down there, and I'm gonna drop either a shirt or a pin and a shirt together. You're not decided whether it's going to be one or two items yet. But stay tuned because I'm going to post it on my page. My page is Air Doms on Instagram. The only thing that's on the But yeah, so we got to see working. It's getting warm, so I got some shit coming out. My boy who run this headquarters of the spot I'm doing. We got a show coming up like in maybe like 4 or 5 months. We gonna have like a little art show here or something like that. People could come through and stuff like that. But that's in the future.
Keep me posted, my nigga. So what about the streets? I seen you hitting shit with Bester a few here and there and shit.
Yeah, Bester is one of my favorite writers too, man. He gonna fuck me up. Bester and Chad's gonna fuck me up. But yeah. When me and Bester get together, it's like fucking Cheech and Chong or fucking Starsky and Hutch. You know what I'm saying? We get along man good. He's fast with his shit. I'm fast with my shit. We in and out. You know, you don't be writing at the same time, and I'm not looking at him writing while I'm looking for the fucking cops. So it's funny how sometimes you go writing with a nigga and he might admire you and he's watching you do your shit instead of watching for the damn police.
That happened to me. The cops walked right up on us.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's mad funny. Yeah, Bester's a goat, my nigga. I interviewed him on the first season of Graff Champs.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to my boy Kel 5MH. You know, the whole 5MH crew. My boy Joust.
Salute Joust. Hell yeah. 5MH, yeah, they're coming on Graff Champs soon too. Salute to the whole H, you heard? Or the whole 5, yeah. I should say. Word. I had CM's Niso. You said Niso was one of the dopest throwies and shit. I had Niso on the show. That nigga right there, he killed like all the new tunnels. There's some like new tunnels uptown and shit, like on the Q line and shit. And he fucking, oh my God, he did some beautiful, like mad colorful shit in them shits, bro. Fire.
Yeah, that's one thing I give it to. That's one thing I give it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like my boy Trains, FSB, my boy Trains used to hit a lot of tunnels and shit like that. Free fence.
A lot of niggas is destroying tunnels right now, bro. There's a lot of niggas destroying tunnels and shit.
The dude that he remember Web One? Web One used to kill the tunnels too. Shit, mad tunnels. Web One. Not Web 113, Web 1.
Volume, Web 1, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's one of my favorite niggas there too. Web
and fucking N40. N40 used to kill that shit too. That nigga was a dope writer too, N40.
NB40?
No, just N40.
N40.
Naughty 40.
Naughty 40? Nah, I know MB40.
So somebody will put you on. I gotta get ready to make a run. How long we doing it?
What you doing?
How long we doing this?
I didn't hear you, my bad.
How long we doing this? Any longer, I'm gonna have to charge you.
Nah, son. So, all right. So before we get off this, I just want one crazy bombing story. Tell me. You never robbed somebody. You robbed another writer when you ran into them. You don't gotta say their names. You dipped from the cops. You had to climb through somebody's window. I don't know.
Well, a funny joint was I went a couple blocks up from my grandmother's house, and I went to do a rooftop. And I was doing a piece up there, and my mom caught me doing this shit and fucking called me out and was yelling my name and shit to come down. So when I came down, she took my spray can and gave it to some random niggas on the street. That was fucked up.
That's some Ramo B Street type shit. Word.
Bombing the old bombs that I've done, some shit I can't talk about. This, you know what I mean? This might hurt somebody's feelings. But
so what about a rack story? You tell me about a spot you steamed mad crazy.
Oh, that's easy shit though, because instead of going to school, I just like look up we go to like R&S Strauss, right? We go to R&S Strauss, and we'll take the circular, and we look at the bottom, and we'll look at all the locations, and we'll go to all of them. So we'll go to all boroughs and go to all the R&S Strausses and kill them shits. Get to all the rust tough aluminums. You know what I'm saying? Go all the fucking all the fucking rustos and shit they had. Yo, all the rubberized and shit. Kill all the R&S Strausses. And then you do the same shit with Martin Paint. And we had mastered how to open the glass in Martin Paint. They used to come with fucking 2 rustos in the pack. So
yes, the packs.
I went bombing in San Francisco with that nigga Twist, right? I went bombing in San Francisco with Twist. So he tells me to meet him somewhere, right? So I meet him there, and he shows up with two bikes. He shows up with 2 bikes. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? He's like, yo, that's how we gonna go bombing. So I'm like, all right. So I got my bag, so we go bombing. So this nigga takes me fucking everywhere, yo. This nigga, so we bounced it, right? This nigga got places that we stop off from and that he has stashed paint there. I'm thinking we gonna run out of paint. Nah, this nigga stop over in some kind of parking lot or some kind of place and
he got
come
paint
with another bucket bag of paint. Oh, okay. So I'm with it, right? I'm down. So next thing I know, this nigga is climbing up. Some building caught on fire. So it must have been the next day the building was all charred down. This nigga climbed up all the way like 4 feet and 4 flights in the fucking air and did a fucking giant silver fucking filling up that shit. He's like, you come on, you good, you go. I'm like, nah, that's a good. I stayed on the ground level. I did something on the floor level, but that nigga crazy. Big shout out to Twist, you know what I'm saying? THR. Yeah, that was dope. That was a dope bomb I did with him. Another dope bomb I did was with Spawn. After admiring him doing the trucks, he brought me with him. I did 2 trucks for him. That was dope. That was dope for me. I did some dope marker missions with my boy James TOP. Just walking around in the hood with beers and shit, with markers and shit, just hitting every mailbox and shit like that. Cool shit nice. Like that. Besta, bomb good with Besta, some dope shits with Besta. I think one time I was bombing with Joker. We was on 125th Street. The nigga got caught and the cop using a lot. The nigga got caught and the nigga, his moms had bought him a brand new red Champion. So the cop took the spray can and fucking sprayed his fucking sweater. So, but they let us go. But when that nigga got home, the nigga moms fucked him up because he just bought the nigga the shit. Same day, like he just got it earlier that day for him. So he got fucked up either way. Word up.
That shit happened to a mad clothing of mine, son. That you get the dots on and shit. Mad Polo, Tommy Hill, my jeans, fucking Jabos, Guess jeans. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I remember like once like just going through like Brooklyn stops and shit like that, getting off and trying to get hot spots. Just breaking night doing that shit. And the time flies. Shit, literally time flies, man.
I'm gonna have to put you on the spot one last time, bro. What was your favorite to hit then, Brooklyn or Uptown?
My favorite to hit was Uptown.
What was your favorite?
My favorite what? Spot?
When you was in Brooklyn, you was bombing, and when you lived in Manhattan, you kept on the legacy. So which one is better? Which one was you more comfortable and fun to hit in, Brooklyn or Manhattan?
It was, I learned like what to do in Brooklyn, from the Brooklyn writers that I met, the OGs I met. I learned like a lot of my rules and shit like that coming out of BK. But when BK was very crowded, there's a lot of writers in BK, so you have to find room for your tag. You didn't have open space. Now, when I moved uptown, there wasn't so many writers uptown. So now I got all this. I'm running into all this space where it's not so crowded at. So now I'm like opening it up, like, oh shit, I'm taking shit over now because of that. There wasn't as many writers uptown as it was in Brooklyn. So it was like free space for me. And I was living uptown for 4 months before they even knew who I was. They thought that Dom was some Dominican person. They had no idea I lived on 146. All that time, I'm writing right up under their nose.
That's what it is. So yeah. What's your answer, Brooklyn or Harlem?
Harlem is my favorite. That's where I got a chance to fucking strut my feathers. Brooklyn gets popped up where I learned my rules at.
I feel you. But you got taught, you said you learned the rules and shit, and you learned your way with the Brooklyn OG niggas.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
So we claim fuck that.
You can't. I've been both places, they're almost the same amount of time.
You know who was another uptown dude too? Spoke. PT.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dope.
Spoke. He lived in Bushwick too. That's how I met him. He lived in Bushwick.
And Jabster was dope. Doms, DOS, Camp. The Brooklyn niggas, the Emer, Bugs, those niggas those are my dudes too. There's so many writers, yo. You just try to throw everybody, don't want to forget too many people. A big shout out to CD.
What about this dude? They were telling me about from Uptown, Mortimer. Did you ever hear of him?
Nah.
No?
No.
Remember that they were talking about him? So some crazy tag like that. Some crazy tag, and they said that he killed like a lot of Uptown and shit. I don't know if I'm getting the name right. It's a crazy name. I forget it. If somebody knows. Yo, Doc, you know who I'm talking about? Doc is in the comments. Salute, Doc TDO in the building. Word.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, man. Yo, it's always love to talk to you. Always, man. We go so far back, bro. It's unbelievable. From young teenagers to now, grown men, bro. You know,
Thanks,
I love you, bro. We went through mad adventures together, and it was fun, my nigga.
Word, yo. Yo, definitely, I remember hanging out with you at the door and shit, fucking around, and all the RC cats was coming through. Yo, that shit was crazy. You had that place, we had that place going crazy. Yo, word up. And we had the art room, fucking doing pieces in the art room and shit.
Yeah, man, that shit was fun, bro.
The door was another melting pot too, because we meeting people from every different boroughs too. So
yeah, I heard that Sane went there. Is that true? Sane? Rest in peace, Sane?
I don't know. That's a good one. Oh shit! Now we gotta say rest in peace to Sins DNC, and Slick and Sony, gotta give them their props and shit. And my boy Rab CAC,
Well, rest in peace.
And, the bro per, shit like that.
Did you know Ray Dogs Up and Up, RD?
Yeah, Ray Dogs, yeah. I don't know I don't think he passed away. I think he's still around.
Nah, because I don't know really nobody who really knows him like that and shit. So I would love to get that nigga on the show. That nigga, you remember that shit? That RD with the heart? That shit was crazy. He just came out of nowhere.
These stacks to get you in touch with that nigga. Big shout out to Sense. These stacks to get you in touch with that nigga. Big shout out to Duck and big shout out to TGF. Yo, G Stacks to get you in touch with that with Ray Dogs, cause Duck they all fuck with each other.
What about JP? Remember JP?
Yeah, I remember JP. And then you remember Cloning Bonus? Yeah, I remember it was JP and Pause. JP wrote with Pause all the time. They were from the 6th line.
Word, a lot of shit. And of course, Ed, me, and Dolt and shit, all of them niggas was already known.
Yeah, so Doug, rest in peace. Yo, there was so many niggas, bro. There was so many dudes with us, bro. It was like 1,000 dudes with us, I swear to God. Look, I gotta sign off in a couple minutes. I got something.
Give some shout outs before we dip. Some shout outs. Who you want to shout out? Anybody?
Shout out to my mom, you know what I mean? Shout out to you, SR. Shout out to my boy Rav. Shout out to the whole KOC squad. Keep painting. You know what we stand for. You know what we up against. Stay focused. Practice. Stay humble. Get money. Big shout out to TOP. Big shout out to KDB, CM, YNN, MOM, NWF, ACC. My boys, most of my friends, my people, they know who they are. My boy Dwayne TC. Shout out to the Force. Shout out to my boy News. My boy Estos. Shout out to Steve Arp. Shout out to Shout out to my brothers from Stacktown Entertainment. You know what I mean? They got some dope shit. Shout out to Harlem, period. Shout out to my boy Swift. Shout out to Harlem as a whole. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to my boy George from All the Right. Shout out to Forbes. Shout out to Iowa. Sloan, TPA. Shit like that. List goes on, but you know how many brothers we know SR. So you already know we gonna forget somebody.
That's a fact, yo. Thank you for coming on Graff Champs, bro. It's a fucking honor. I love you, my nigga. I'm gonna hit you on the sidebar. You heard? I just gotta upload this shit and everything like that, but I'm gonna hit you back.
Thanks a lot, B. Peace to all my writers and brothers out there, yo. Stay true, get busy, and don't tell nobody you know me.